Get to the chopper now! Yo, welcome back to another RC car. We're going to be taking a close look at the Racer Max. I don't know what Max about it, that's going to be finding out today. So it's the scale 1/18, so it's not like the biggest but also not like the smallest one out there. So this is a street car, so we're going to be using this just on the ground. We're not going to be using any crazy things. So 27 megahertz, so that's some real old school. And that's one of the things I've noticed if you're going to be testing out all kinds of RC cars. You never know what you're getting, with the simple reason, remote, but also when it comes to technology, some are using some prehistoric technology and some will have like the newer latest 2.4 gigahertz, and this one that doesn't have that. However, the control. So the control itself uses this massive antenna, and I can tell you that there's already a big restriction when it comes to the communication. I've noticed that this is not like the best communication, and also the controls, where this thing looks kind of cool, like a miniature steering wheel, and it is quite comfortable. I must say that I'm a little bit disappointed because of the micro switch overall configuration. But again, we have seen it many times before now. The RC car itself looks kind of cool, and I'm just going to be calling this thing the Dodge Viper, because I think that's actually where this is based on. However, everything, the chrome rims and everything looks nice. I have like rubberized wheels, and you know, this thing is really cheap. Yeah. There's nothing much to it, also when it comes to the weight. But, you know, I think for the amount of money we're paying for these cheaper RC cars, it's absolutely unforgivable situation. So this is not imported by the Action itself, because this is actually where I found this. I don't know if they're having all kinds of different configurations of, let's say, companies, but so far, let's plug in, like say, the A4s for the car itself and not the rechargeable ones. And if you're going to be looking into like how this thing actually works, you're just going to be turning on the remote, then the RC car, and that's it. And we'll automatically configure. So this thing does have like a very nice torque. That is one thing I already can tell you. And yeah, when it comes to the overall performance, it's just a basic electric motor. So yeah, we're going to be having the actually like at the bottom of the barrel now when it comes to technology and everything. So this thing has like a very nice turning point. Okay, so I think it's going to be having an okay, let's say, turning circle when it comes to that. Well, so far I must say this is not looking bad. Like rubberized wheels, that was all like a very positive thing, because we'll give you like perfect grip on the ground. But when they're like nicely and sticky, they will also have like a lot of filth on it very quickly. We can adjust the wheels if you have any problems, and yeah, that's it. So let's take a close look. Let's take this thing to a spin, because this looks quite cool. First, let's do it indoors. I think this thing is actually made for using indoors, but you can use a track if you have like a very cool track to race on. But is this going to be the overall best solution? No, not really. Oh man, oh, this thing is absolutely horrible when it comes to the receiving, and oh man, this is really bad. You can see that when this is close, everything seems to be working fine, but oh man, if I'm going to be using this on, let's say, a more distance, it's absolutely not responsive. It's kind of slow for an RC car of this size. At first I was thinking, are these the batteries? But it is not the case. I'm using brand new high quality buttons. Okay, see, that's what I mean. I'm like a couple of meters and already stopped working. So let's try that outside. So outside on just simple road, this seems to be working just fine. The overall circle is okay for outside. I would not use this thing for the inside when it comes for turning, because that's going to be absolutely a nightmare. But yeah, one of the things I noticed that if you're going to be driving around, this thing is really having some issues when it comes to connectivity. It's really to a point freaking annoying. That's quite unfortunate, because it looks nice. But I think if you're going to be looking at all kinds of RC cars, this one is kind of cool and very nice looking. But this is like absolutely like the most basic one I've ever had, where this thing came with a price of like around 10-12 bucks. Oh man, the connectivity, what a nightmare. This is a case of going back to the basics, but not a good way, because this RC car, this Racer Max, is not like one of my best experiences. We're still, let's say, doing these low budget or quite fun, affordable RC cars, but when the communication is that poor, I think this is not going to be an overall fun experience. And this thing is way too big to drive on my desk here. Yeah, let me know, what do you think of these things? Thank you all for watching, consider subscribing, and it would be great to see you in the next video.